All right, folks, here we are again, cooking with Calvin. We're doing big chunk spaghetti. Look at all our ingredients we have. We have mushrooms and peppers and a bunch of other stuff there and onions. So we're going to get started right here, folks. We're going to need a bowl down and we're going to make meatballs really quick, folks. We're going to try something new today with the videoing aspect. About every 30 seconds or so, my son's going to be turning off the camera and then turning it immediately back on again. So we got ground beef. It is thawed. You just want to give it a nice good squeeze. Okay, nice good squeeze and squeeze that stuff out.
A nice good squeeze, eh?
Yes, a nice good squeeze there, son. Yes, give it a nice good squeeze. So we got, I don't know, what is it, 2 pounds of ground beef. So we got some frozen stuff here that we might want to just bust up real good with our fingers. It's still frozen in the middle, so you just want to give it a good squashing. We're going to try to do this real quick, folks. So please bear with me if it's not quick. And it doesn't matter if you go like 20 seconds sometimes, like if I'm in the middle of something like this, right? And, okay, folks, I keep stringing these little videos together because it's quicker that way to get them up online. Okay, and we just want to squash this all together. And Tennessee, can you reach over and turn on the hot water tap for me, please? What we want to do is wash the hands off real quick. Hot water is always the best thing to use. Cooks have good hands. We can get under that. Oh, it's steaming hot, dude. Now, I just contaminated my hands again by grabbing that. So you have to re-wash them. Now, I usually have right here bleach and water and soap, right? But when you're using this hot of water, wow, you don't really need to use a little bit of bleach and water. Afterwards for cleanup, you always do. So anyways, we need a frying pan on, preferably a non-stick. And we already got one here we can use for something else later. Preferably non-stick. Now we're doing spaghetti. So we're using oregano, basil. This is called the BTO. We're looking for thyme here, folks. Thyme. We're not going to use garlic powder because we're using real garlic. Oh, here is thyme. You don't know that celery seed. I did, thyme is hard to buy, hard to find. Maybe I didn't find any yet then. But anyways, we're just going to use those 2 herbs, bay leaves. I thought I bought a little bottle of thyme. But anyways, we're going to grab some breadcrumbs here. We're going to preheat the oven, bake to 400. We're going to add some breadcrumbs to the bowl. Might want to zoom up on the bowl, son. Okay, little breadcrumbs. A little bit of basil. Or that was oregano, sorry, folks. A little bit of basil. Basil is a real perfumey smell. You alright, son?
Yeah, I'm good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Alright, so there's that. We're going to need a little bit of salt, folks. And, I don't know, not a lot of salt. We're trying to stay healthy these days. The more healthier, the better. And we need pepper. Where is my pepper grinder? Over here. You got tunes going, folks, eh? Yeah. That's alright. So we got pepper. You always got to use salt and pepper. Maybe not always salt. And there's other things you use besides salt. Now you just want to grab some spoon. Just want to mix this up real quick. You don't want a whole lot of breadcrumbs in there. It's just something to bind it together a little bit. Most people add egg. I don't add any of that stuff. I just go straight beef. Sometimes it's best just to use your hand rather than try to be all fancy-do with a freaking utensil. But we're going to roast off some garlic for this spaghetti. Now is what we need here. Down, this is big chunk spaghetti. You need a plate down. You don't want to contaminate the other things, so you gotta be careful how you grab things. Now, this is a meatball. We got the pan preheating. We got the oven heating up. There is a big ass meatball. Now that's why we gotta cook them off in the oven. We're gonna brown them on top, on the stove top, and we're gonna finish them in the oven. That's where the garlic's going to be roasting off too.
Are they gonna be solid?
Oh, they're gonna be solid, folks. So there's my other son there. Yeah, we're doing a video there, making big ass spaghetti. Well, we call it big chunk spaghetti, but it's big ass spaghetti, yes. We got meatballs. I wish somebody could take this over, but we're gonna try to get 2 each. There's 3 of us eating supper, so we're gonna try to get 2 each. They're really big meatballs, folks. Nice balls. Nice balls, it is, eh? 4. How many we got there? 4, 5. Okay. So that one's a little big. So we're gonna make this one a little small. Just so we get at least 2 each, because this is a lot of meat. It is a lot of meat, and then normally this would you would grind this up and it would just take a bit off that one. Where's another big one? Oh, maybe a bit more off that one. Yeah, a bit more off. That was a real big one, anyways. But anyway, so there we go. Now we got 2, 4. Oh, we got 1 extra one. Cool. Nothing but a heartache. Get you when it's too late. I can get you when you're down. Food game. Again, folks, we're using vegetable oil. We'll just use this one, yes. Sharpen your knife, folks. It's not really sharpening, it's just keeping the true edge. This has never been sharpened, this knife. I've owned it for about 12 years. Never been sharpened. Tongs, I mean, sorry. Those are browning up nice on each side.
Yeah.
Very nice, eh?
Yeah.
Won't take much in the oven. Now is what I want to immediately do, sorry son, I want to get a piece of tin foil out of here. Piece of tin. And what I want to do is heat up this one real quickly and open up this bag of garlic. Oh yeah, you can just smell that. Individual little packets of garlic. Awesome little deal it was. And we're going to put them in this side, this thing, and roast them in the oven for the big chunk spaghetti, folks. Big chunk spaghetti.
Yum.
Don't move those around too fast. This always dulls a knife. Whoa. Now what we want to do is just wait for that to heat up. And we'll cook off 2 of these. Cook off 2 of those. Okay, that's pure garlic. Now when you roast them off in the oven, it's going to take down the garlic taste. It's going to bring up the sweetness, and they're going to be just scrumptious little garlics, man. Scrumptious little garlics. We're going to try to do a garlic toast without cheese, because I forgot to buy cheese. Yeah, so that's why it's without cheese. But cheese is expensive anyway, and I don't know if I got the proper bread. I don't know if my kids will eat all grain bread. But this is heating up. And we're going to move this little pot out of the side. That's what I use for a kettle. Come on, heat up, frying pan. We're going to move this to the side. So we're just going to set this. We need a cutting board.
Cutting board.
Cutting board, yes it is. Cutting board, folks, it is. I'm going to set this to the side. We've got 2 different kinds of mushrooms here, folks. We got the little button mushrooms, which I already put in a, I don't know, I can't remember. Oh, on a pizza. Yeah, I made pita pizzas the other day, and that was pretty good. And I think these ones here are baby porcini mushrooms, I do believe they're called.
Baby what?
Porcini. Say it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Porcini.
Porcini.
Porcini, yes. Now, people say don't wash your mushrooms. Some say do. So what? Actually, this one here I don't use. I forgot. Some people say wash them. Some people say don't. They won't fit in that yellow one, so we're going to use this one. I wash them just because I heard they're growing in manure. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. But we're using all of these mushrooms, folks, in the big chunk spaghetti. Big chunk spaghetti is all about big chunks, eh? And let them drain. Let them drain. Just Right there on the counter is fine.
Right on the counter?
Yep, right on the counter. Exactly, right on the counter. I want to give these a flip and turn. They're browning up. Try not to wreck them. They are very gentle at this stage. Very, very gentle.
Gentle?
Very gentle, yeah. You gotta be very gentle. Extra gentle.
How gentle?
Very gentle, son, yes. Very good. Now here's we got a yellow pepper. Costs a little more, but it's good color. Flip over here. We're gonna give these a quick rinsing off. Just a quick rinsing off. You can set them on top of the mushrooms, folks. They're going into the same pot. Oh, speaking of pots, yes, we need some of this kind of pot right here. We're gonna go straight hot water so it boils faster. Oh, that pot, sorry. I don't even know why I did that. I was gonna set it there for some reason because I need to boil water. We only have 4 burners, eh? So, hey, only 4 burners, so
4?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut the door.
I thought there was 8.
Oh, I wish I had 8. So anyway, we're going to get that on max on the little burner. We're just going to, real quickly, these are garlics, whole garlics, folks. We're going to chop up some more later for something else. Give those a quick toss around. They're browning up, they're caramelizing. That's what you want it to do. You want to move these around. Okay, we want these peppers over here. Now a lot of people waste a lot of the pepper. I do not. We go like this. Go like this. Just kind of chop in there a bit, chop in there a bit, chop in there a bit, in there a bit. The yellow one's a little bit more riper than the green. Always it is. You want to get rid of all the seeds. Get rid of all the seeds.
All seeds?
That stem thing, yes. And you want to get rid of all the white stuff, but you'll get rid of that here in a second. Take a look at those meatballs.
Look at the balls.
Look at the balls, yes. Now we have a big chunk spaghetti, folks. So there it is. Big chunk spaghetti. And we want to get this pith out of there, it's called. See this white stuff? So we're going to get it, we're just going to cut it so that we can get it out of there. And I should have a little blue knife here somewhere. We're going to wash it off. Wash it off. And you just want to just skim this out, folks. Watch you don't cut yourself. Very dangerous process here. Yeah, those tunes can probably be turned down slightly, but then the next one's going to... Yeah. You just want to take all that white crap out of there because it tastes awful. It really can wreck your meal. You just want to take it all out. These have all been washed. There's another one. Just take all that white, it's called the pith or whatever, I'm not sure exactly. Watch you don't cut yourself. It's a very dangerous thing to do here, taking the pith out. You can slip real easily on the slippery flesh. The pith isn't slippery, it's kind of dull and hard to get through. It doesn't all have to be off, but I'm kind of picky when it comes to eating, so I like it to have it all out of there. It's just like filleting a fish, folks. Just like filleting a fish, you want to get that stem part off of there. And there's that. Now, we're going to go like this. We're going to finish these off in the oven. How's the garlic coming? Good. That's perfect, folks. See that? And you want to dump that right on that tin foil right there. Just like that. You want to come back over here. A little mixed up, eh, son? It's going to go in circles, isn't it, eh?
Just a bit.
Just a little bit. There, you want to put that in a little wee pan. You want to slap that right in the hot oven. Just like so. Well, come over here, you want to lightly wrap these up somehow. And you want the juices to stay right in there, folks. And doesn't matter, I guess, if the steam. Just slap those in the oven. I don't know. Put them right there, I guess. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to go chop up some onion. Right there. Right there. We're leaving the root on and we're cutting through the root and the top of the stem.
So when do we add them?
Well, these are probably the last thing that's going into the frying pan. We're going to actually move these two frying pans out of the way. I think one fits in the other without touching the bottom. I do believe I figured that out, just like that. And we want that big one, wherever it is. This one. So we're going to go just like that. And you're cutting this off still at like 30-second intervals and stuff? 30 seconds, a minute. No longer than a minute though, okay?
Okay.
Now you just want to cut these ends off where the stems were, but you want to keep the root on, folks. Okay? Then you're going to set the knife aside, and then this is where the peel, you start peeling it here. Some people soak their onions in cold water. These ones really burn. These are cooking onions, so they have a really potent onion flavor and onion smell, and this is what burns your eyes. Spanish onion, not so much. Yeah, very mild. There's these other onion things I was trying to think of the other weekend. I can't think of the name. Not scallions, that's green onions. They're little purple. I forget the name of them, but they're pretty good too. We got some Rolling Stones going on in the background. That's so awesome. Yeah, nothing like just cooking and listening to the Stones, eh? Now remember, folks, we're going big chunk spaghetti here. So again, the things here are going to be biggie and chunky. And so that one still has a shiny skin on it, makes it a little slippery. You don't want to hit it with your knife. So we're just going to go half, 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 half. Half there. We're going to go half here. And we're just going to go half here. Cut the root off this bad guy. And then we're going to go half here. Where's the root? See, the shiny skin's still on there. It makes it real slippery. Could be very dangerous doing that. So we just want to move the root. Big chunks, hey? Like this is called big chunk spaghetti for a reason, folks, because it's big and chunky. Okay, slide on over, please, sir. Actually, we're going to move this to the front burner. Get it going on that. So we do need pasta for the spaghetti. That's the whole point of spaghetti, eh? Do need pasta. So we're going to add a couple tablespoons of oil. Again, okay? So we're going to get this going right now. Okay, so there's the peppers in there. There's peppers. We're going to turn it down ever so slightly. We're going to get the onions right in there right away too. Just like so. There's that. Shake it to the ground. And here's our mushrooms, folks. Alright. We're going to give our cutting board here just a little bit of a squeeze and a wipe and a little bit of a soap dispense there. Nice and hot water. Cooks always put our hands in hot stuff. We're pretty used to it. We want to just move that out of the way so you don't get soap all over it. We're always touching hot water and getting it on our hands. I don't know, putting our hands in dishy hot soups. See those chefs that just, they stick their fingers right in the hot stew and then stick it in their mouth and carry on cooking. A very good sanitary thing to do. Okay, so there's that done. We're going to dump the mushrooms in there right now. We're just going to keep them whole. There's a couple that are kind of big, so we might just chop those right in half. If you like mushrooms, folks, this is it right here. There's a couple biggies, so we'll just cut them in half. But most of them are bite-sized pieces. You know, this is Super Bowl yesterday, so I don't know. Too bad. This is a man's food. I don't know, these porcini ones, I guess we can cut all the porcini ones in half. They're all pretty big.
What's the name?
Porcini. Porcini, it's a mushroom. Italian. Now that's going to be hard to shake, but we're going to give it a go anyways. We're just going to let it sit for a bit. It should be, we want to just add a little bit more oil. I bought a new thing of vegetable oil here for $3.99 for that. So we're going to add a little fresh oil. Just right smack dab down the middle. About that much. We're going to leave this out. Have a drink of making love. Go far, fast, slow. Okay, is that yours?
Yeah. Can you give me a drink?
You want a drink?
Yeah.
10-4. Rock it hard, let it happen. Let it happen. To the east, stroke it to the west. My son was making muffins last night, so we're just going to put away some of these dishes while we're letting stuff cook there. I think I got time to make that garlic bread. Water's boiling for the noodles. Let's check this out. You always take stuff out of the oven to look at it. Just take it right out like that, folks. Give these a good little turning. Yeah, look at those. Now that's a meatball, ladies and gentlemen. I told you it was going to be big and chunky. No, I'm telling you, it's going to be big and chunky. So you just want to grab that. See, that is hot. You don't want to grab that. I did that one time in a cast iron frying pan. I was in there for like 15 minutes, more than that hot. Now we got spaghetti. Is this spaghetti or spaghetti-any? What? Okay, I think this whole package might work. So, yes, there's 3 of us. We're just gonna break it in half first, just like that. We're just gonna dump it in, just like that, folks. And I'm gonna try to give this another good turning up a bit. No, we're gonna leave it sit there and turn it up a bit. Don't want to disturb it too much. If you have one of these sitting around, very awesome spaghetti tool. We're really not into the. This is all about the other ingredients. So, but I think is what we're gonna do is we're gonna start getting the tomatoes and that heated up. So we're gonna go like this. Now these are whole plum tomatoes. I normally don't buy plum tomatoes, I just buy regular whole canned tomatoes. And they're skinned and I think they're skinned. You just want to keep them whole, don't even touch them any other way. That's the sauce. Take a zoom in on the whole tomatoes. And I just bought a can of spaghetti sauce. I really don't question what kind I buy usually, but I like it as plain as possible so that I can buy my own ingredients. Now this one here, it has cheese in it, so you can't let it burn. There's that. Now I always give it a little rinse in, just to save as much flavor in this can as you possibly just bought. Right, so you don't want too much water, just to give it a good little rinsing around. Dump it in there, turn it down slightly. Garbage. It'll rinse off the hands. Grab this, rinse off this too.
Grab what?
The dish rag, son.
Oh.
You're funny, man. Okay, here we go for a flippity-doo, folks. Yeah. Oh yeah, we lost a mushroom. In the house, this is all nice and clean area here. So in your house, something falls out, even on the floor in your own home. If you know your floors are clean, who cares? Throw it back in the frying pan. In a restaurant, you ever see that go on? Something land on the floor and they throw it in the back in the frying pan? Get the hell out of that place. Don't go into a place that, if you notice unsanitary stuff going on there. I mean, I just want to give this a rinse. Give that a rinse. This here, we're just gonna rinse this, wash this stuff up real quick here. Okay. Washable temperature. You don't always have to fill the sink up to wash dishes. If you have a bowl in there, use the bowl as the sink. Use the bowl as the sink. You save water. I hate this one sink welfare sink shit. One sink welfare sink shit. Okay. I'm not talking too much, am I? Or no? I'm not saying too many jokes though, eh? Yeah. No. Okay, well. As soon as I get situated here, as soon as I go, things are bubbling and bubbling there, and it's hard to keep up. Imagine doing this for 250 people in a 5-hour period. You know, you just keep making stuff like this over and over and over again as well. And the next night after that, and the next night after that. Then you finally get a day off. So, oh, that's an awesome song. Give that a stir. Son, you want to come check this out? Oh yeah. Ever change my mind. We're gonna give my knives a rinse. Yeah, folks, this knife has never been sharpened. I busted the tip off, though, really kind of peed me off.
How'd that happen?
Oh, well, it's been used for everything. Tearing conduit off a wire to salvage at John Zubik's. It's been used to scare people off. I've done it at trees. Gone camping with me, filleted fish right on the side of the river, chopped heads off. Well, on fish, no other heads. Well, I told you I'd have to kill you. No, I'm just kidding. There's no head chopping out here around here. We do that out in the country. But anyways, there's that, folks, and we're ready to rock and roll here with some maybe garlic toast now. So we're going to give this some flippins, and we're going to let it sit now. We're going to put the oil away. We're going to make a butter, folks. If you're not into butter, start being into butter, man. Like, look at that. That is butter. We eat it all the time. Think I'm all hot shit eating butter. Now, you don't want to cook this all the way through. It's called al dente. It means mushy. You don't want it mushy, okay? We're going to make a garlic butter here, folks. I think one of those should be fine. Okay, we're going to make a garlic butter. You just smash these up with the back of your knife. Just smash them. Got to put some little ups into them because they don't smash too easily sometimes, especially those bigger ones. Well, you don't want to do that. You always want to keep the sharp side that way. Get your fingers up. See how my fingers are flared up like I'm skydiving? Coming down in. Just kidding. And then you want to choppity chop this all up. And you just want to just get nice in there, nice fine chop. And you just want to pull it all in there. Watch out for the knife. And also you have a sticky thing underneath your board so it doesn't go sliding all over like mine is right now. But I had one of those, but I don't know what happened to it. Probably got contaminated and I had to throw it out. Easy to contaminate stuff. Now this is going to be for our garlic toast. It probably won't take long to cook. We don't have cheese again, like I said.
Get it real fine.
Yeah, we're getting her fine. Okay, you gotta keep turning it off. Now this is where the flavor and garlic's gonna be. We could add this to this raw garlic. Yeah, the one in the jar comes in a like a brine almost. That's not too bad to use. Now look at that, folks. That's just a god dang pot of goodness right there. You want to turn this off? Bring it over here, please. And you just want to slap it down there. Turn on the cold water. Turn off the burner. Turn down the sauce. Get out the spices we're going to use. What was it?
So when do we add the onions?
The onions are already in there. The onions are in there. So we're doing a big chunk. I don't know where I'm going here. Oh, we're making garlic butter. That's what we're doing. That's not quite fine enough either there. We're just going to try to get this chopped up even more. Yeah, just put it in a line. Yeah, a nice big line, and just start at one end and just let it go like this. Now, I'm going to reach up and grab some parsley. This is about the only time that I ever use parsley. I think parsley's stupid. But this adds color to the butter, blah, 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 blah. Where is the parsley? Oh yeah, folks, you got to check out that seasoning. Remember it. It's an awesome seasoning, isn't it, son?
Yes.
Oh, you just put it on whatever the heck you want. And we got parsley flakes here. We'll open up this if we can ever find how you open it with my arthritic hands here. Just add a little parsley to the pile. Slap it back up there. I don't care if it falls. You just want to just bleed out the parsley flavor into the garlic, I guess. And that's good there, just like that. We're going to grab some butter. Get, I don't know, just like so. And we're going to just grab all this, scoop it up, and just put it all right in there. Just like so. And you're just going to mix it all up. It's already room temperature. And it's nice to start off your vegetables all at room temperature. And this is going to be very strong garlic bread. Because there isn't a whole lot of garlic in the spaghetti itself. I don't like it myself, only on garlic toast. So that's what you call a compound butter, folks. You can add whatever you want to butter. Shove it up under your skin on your chicken thighs, whatever there. Hey, chicken thighs, yeah. Compound butters. And add oregano. There's famous ones that put thyme in there, I think. Thyme and butter. But look at that, guys. A nice big pan of love. Okay, now we want to move the soap out of the way. We want this out of the sink. How long are we working on here? Any idea? We have 57 minutes left on the video.
I think we're at like 20.
Oh yeah? Okay. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna grab the just grab that like this. We're gonna start making the garlic toast. Okay, we're gonna put this back in the fridge. In the restaurant world, it's a cup of fridge, it's the unit. Wipe off the knife. Why do they even put a K in front of there? Why, you know what I mean? Why? Yeah, knife.
Why is it
I'm
pronounced?
sweating pretty good. I don't understand this fan, eh? Well, yeah, suck up that shit and blow it right in your face. Like, oh yeah! Nothing like just having a fucking pimply forehead after cooking, eh? Yeah, like it's blowing right in my face. Like, poof, good thing I got the Elvis do going on. Oh, yes. Yeah, you didn't mention the Elvis do.
Elvis do.
The Elvis do. Okay, is what we're going to do is we're just going to let that sit in this strainer in the sink. The sink is nice and clean. This is very wet over here though, and that's sitting in wet, and it shouldn't be sitting in wet. But anyways, I'm running out of room. So here we go with toast. I hope, I don't know. Should we just use regular bread, or should I cut? This is whole wheat.
Let me see on that side.
This is whole wheat. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna use regular bread. Okay?
Yep.
Just gonna use regular toast, folks. One each for now. Once more later. Rock and roll on that. We have no cheese, so this is our garlic spread. Butter is actually made out of pure butter, and when you go get shrimp with butter sauce, it better be butter. You better taste butter. And this is gonna be a very strong toast. I normally toast it on one side, butter it with real butter on one side, but I don't think we're going to have to do that today. And there it is. 3 of them. There's 3 of us eating. We're just going to, we won't save, you know what? You know what? Why am I just going to throw that out? Why not just go like this, and we will put it in there, okay? Stick the spoon under there so it melts. That's why I was saving that over. How's it going, son?
Good.
So you want some pepper to the sauce here now?
Pepper?
Pepper. I got a real good pepper grinder the other day at Goodwill, but it doesn't work with a shit. It's like about $100 pepper grinder. Yeah, $100 pepper grinder right there. It's a Peugeot, but that crossbar, there should be a spacer in there so that oval, that circle thing can fall down to make it grind. It just goes into pure powder. It takes forever to get like a quarter teaspoon. So there is something wrong there. We're going to set the breads aside, folks. Oops, don't get it under there. butter around in there that we just added, that compound butter. And where should we add these, son? Should we add it to the vegetables or should we add it to the sauce?
Vegetables.
Vegetables? All right. So we got basil, we got oregano. Usually I put some thyme in here. It's called BTO. You folks that are born around my era probably know what BTO is all about. It was a band, eh? BTO. What the hell can I remember their song though? It's on the top of my head, but I can't remember it. Okay, so that's it there, folks, with that. We're gonna check the stuff in the oven. There's our garlic that's going in here. Oh, look at those, man. Yeah. If I had a thermometer, I drowned it in the sink, though. It was the electric one. I put it in the sink by accident. We could check the internal temperature of these. But I don't think we have to. I think they're, you know, there's a way to test these. They're done. So we're going to turn off the oven, stick them back in just to keep them warm until everything's ready to go. What we want to do is grab a pan out of here. Firstly, this one. You just want to give it a good wiping off. You want to stick this in the bottom rack. It's going to be for our toast. Okay? I got something garlic stuck on my arm. Now, too bad I couldn't just flip that over and just give a little bit of a brushing of butter on the bottom. We're going to try that. A little bit of a brushing on the bottom of butter here. Just ever so slightly. It's going to get all over my hand, I know, on the other side, but just enough just to toast it off. Enough to brown it. Hopefully this doesn't spread out more than like 30, 40 minutes. Okay? Now, there we go there. Okay, spaghetti's looking good. It can be cold when you add it to your plate, the spaghetti again, because everything else is going to be piping hot. You want to give this a stir. We only put pepper in there, right? And we barely got any salt in there. That looking good right there, folks. You still want some texture left to the these things. And see how the skin peels? When you do roasted peppers, that skin comes off. Now, what we got here is some big fat ass olives that I like to add in just individually on a plate. We bought this for Tennessee. Florentine spinach and cheese. Wow. You can make your own though, folks. Like Florentine just means spinach and cheese. You add it to a tomato sauce. Little cream, away you go. The same thing. Yeah, butter adds awesome flavor. Another good cooking fat is duck fat. Oh, I cook your eggs in duck fat and bacon on the side. It's like, wow, nom, 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 nom. Breakfast time in America. So we're going to open up this stuff. Don't got a lot of cheese, but is what I was thinking.
Where are you putting that?
Well, I usually add it. I like it to add it right to my spaghetti, but because you guys aren't really big on olives. Yeah, those taste so good. You need the garlic stuffed ones, folks. Garlic stuffed olives. Go for it. Never mind the pimentos. Pimentos is the pepper. It'd be different if it was a jalapeno pepper. I think you can get those too. That handle that way. Pull out this pan that's been sitting in a 400-degree oven that's been turned off. And we're going to put these on the hot pan. Should hear a little bit of a sizzle maybe. I did forget I turned it off though, didn't I? Might have to turn it back on. Ever so slightly. We're going to look at these nice roasted things here. Right here, we're going to open up these. Oh yeah, look at those. Those are nice. Those are going right into the spaghetti. They're very garlicky though, eh? And kids are going to love it. I can also just add those right to that. Okay? There we go. Let's add that right to there. The yellow pepper looks nice. We're going to clean up, set this back here, that back there. Put the lid slightly on there. Move my cup back. Knife stuff there, fork there. Alright. Now where's my washcloth or dishcloth? Oh yeah, it was under here. toe jam football. What is toe jam football?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, folks, we're ready to make a plate of spaghetti. Let me grab my tongs. We just want to turn this back on to broil, high, low, just like that. We want to bring out the meatballs. We want to slam this up onto the top shelf. It's on low, don't let me forget it. Okay, yellow plate. We're coming over here. Now, if you don't have one of these spaghetti things, these work awesome and no matter what, but this is pretty cold now, cooled off, but it doesn't matter. The plate's not about the spaghetti. So you just want to get this nicely on there. Slide it over here. Want some of this goodness here. Just give it a good lefty, eh? Look at that lefty. See that mushroom? I used to love doing that in a restaurant. Go way over there and catch it. See how, folks, I know my floor is clean because I just wash it, but we're going to just throw that in the garbage anyway. We're going to grab a napkin. Unless you really have to eat off the floor, then eat off of it. But, okay, there we're going to get some of this goodness. This plate will be mine. My kids don't like the spaghetti. I mean, mushrooms too well. But I'm going to get some of these porcini mushrooms. Make sure you get some of these garlics. Some of these garlics here, folks. We can turn that off now, by the way. Alright, there's that. I'm going to cut this one in half just to show you what it looks like inside. Okay. Look at that. Look at that niceness. That goodness. I'll take a small one too on my plate. Just like so. We can turn the tomatoes whole. See how they're whole? Be careful. They're going to hot when they pop in your mouth. There's like enough for 3 each tomatoes. Get some of this goodness sauce on there. Now you just want to grab just a little bit more noodle. Put it right there in the middle. Okay, like that. Some more of this sauce. Another tomato right there. For goodness sakes, amen. There it is, alright? Here we go, folks. Rock and roll. We're going to see about the toast here. See how that's cooking. We just want to get it up. I think is what we want to do is take this whole rack out. And just not do that. Don't want to do that. Now, move that up to there. Grab that. Look at that spaghetti. Isn't that something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get one of those meatballs up there. It's right on display. Right there. Right on display. Perfect, folks. And the bread, it doesn't take long for this to toast. We're going to get it right up there on that broiler. Be careful you don't start a fire. Always line the bottom of your oven with tin foil, folks. I tell you, it sure beats on cleaning and scrubbing it all the frickin' time. We're just going to get that up there and toasting. Nice and close, just like a salamander. It's real hot in kitchens when you work there. Salamander is like an oven like this where you just kind of hold things up in there. Well, you don't hold it, a shelf does. Guess I could have put this up a little higher, but didn't want it to burn. I might as well hold it by hand. Wasting a lot of energy here right now, folks. A lot of energy. A lot of energy. Get it up in there. Let's. Alright, there. It's browning up. See that? Right there is perfect, folks. Just want to toss that in behind. Slap that off. Just grab one of these. Slap it right there. Give it a good little whack. There's one piece. There's another, folks. Right on. Right on, folks. Rock and roll. And here's to you. Boom, boom. Let it happen.